day one of driving this monstrosity to Mexico. And this is fucking sketchy as hell. It's like driving a giant tanker ship on tiny little wheels. And there's already a giant, massive crack that goes along the entire front windshield. So we'll see what happens, but oh my god. People need a special license to drive these things. It's ridiculous. You're driving a hotel on wheels, and it's insane. But the gigantic space cabin here is pretty nice. So, see what happens. Midway through day one, you can see all the way, oh no, you can't see all the way back there. It looks like I'm driving an apartment. Because I am. Midway through day one. So what happened today? Smoothed right through the border. Just smiled at him. Told him I was going to Mexico for 6 months. And no problem. I'm pretty sure I almost accidentally ran someone off the road because he pulled up beside me and was giving me the finger and was honking at Joel in the back. And so when he pulled up beside me, I was ready for him, so I shot him the finger. And then this smart guy pulled in front of me and put on the brakes. Just to give you an idea, I'm in a 42-foot RV, and this guy was in a car. So when I didn't brake, and I rammed into the back of him, and he skidded off the highway into the ditch, he probably thought maybe that wasn't such a good idea. I'm just kidding. He slammed on the brakes though, and I ran up right on top of him, and then he sped up because he realized this massive beast of a vehicle would crush and run him off the road, and he would flip into the ditch and probably die. So I think that he got some common sense probably hit him pretty hard when I was inches from the back of his bumper. And trying to negotiate with the crazy part of myself, saying, don't run into him and run him into the ditch. You're only about a half an hour into the US, and this could potentially stall your trip. So that was the exciting part of the day. And now we're in a gigantic traffic jam because just outside of Portland, it looks like someone was in an accident because the cops came screaming by. So yeah, $300 to fill up the tank, US. And effectively, this vehicle is a whale on roller skates. So imagine if you roped a whale and it was on roller skates and you tried to drive down the highway. That is what it's like driving this ancient RV down the road. It just flies, just rolls all over the highway. So I've literally probably scared to death 50 people at this point because it's as wide as the lanes. There's probably 6 inches worth of play on a lane. So I scared a lot of Americans today. And ate way too much Burger King. But it was to teach myself a lesson. Once and only once. Now it's healthy diet again. And yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens next.